Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Season 3 is bearing down on us here in a little more than 6 days, and we're going to take a look at everything together for the first time. We're going to start with mail, system mail, and the season is starting soon that came in the overnight. Let's read through this. So, Dear Commander, Season 3, Golden Realm is about to begin. Rally your allies and prepare for an epic journey through the scorching sands. This season takes you deep into the desert's heartland, a realm of pyramids and pharaohs cloaked in ancient curses and mysteries. This barren yet captivating land brings searing heat by day, biting cold by night, and endless challenges. From giant sandworms lurking in the dunes to ancient mummy armies awaiting revival, danger lies in every corner. Noah, now crowned the new Golden Emperor, commands the Monument to the Dead and has awakened a legion of mummies buried beneath the sands. Alongside his Doomsday Legion remnants, he's swept across the desert, turning oasis to dust and cutting off vital supplies. The Golden Realm is in disrepair. But hope remains. Scarlet has bravely seized the Monument of the Dead, granting us the ability to summon protectors, powerful allies, crucial in turning the tide against the mummies. Lead the protector forces, face Noah's legions, and lift the desert's ancient curse to restore life to the Golden Realm. The path ahead won't be easy. Beyond Noah's armies and colossal desert beasts, rival commanders also seek the desert's treasures and glory. In Season 3, the professional level cap will increase to level 100, unlocking new skills and strategies. Expect new troops, structures, and thrilling desert-themed gameplay to arrive in style. The drums of war echo across the sands. Your legend begins now. Are you ready for the challenge? Some interesting stuff here. So we've got a new foe, Noah. We're going to have mummies, sandworms, all that crazy stuff. We're going to, of course, be competing against other alliances, initially probably on our server, typical land capture thing. We'll see if they change that dynamic. And then something that will be cross servers. I don't know what servers yet that we are in competition with here on server 33. Maybe this is going to go much wider since they waited longer to release it. We do see that the professional skills for the engineer and the war leader are going to increase to level 100. We'll see if the diplomat comes into play yet. And expecting new troops. Maybe that means we get something above Unit X, Troop T10s. We'll see. They did release headquarters 1 through 35, so maybe at HQ 35 you can get T11. We'll have to find out. Some new buildings, probably seasonal related. And we're going to have a desert. So we're going from a frigid cold land here in Season 2 to scorching hot sands in Season 3. Okay, so that's what we got coming for us. Now also, back on the main screen, we've got this Season 3 icon right here. Let's go ahead and tap that. Alright, so there is a resource pack that they want us to download. So you're going to have to go off and get that. First time download bonus will be 100 diamonds. So let's go and download this pack. Got that downloaded. Okay, we've got a mail. Let's go check that out. All right, download complete. We'll get our 100 diamonds. So let's go ahead and tap the Season 3 icon again. Let's watch the storyline here. Go ahead and tap Season 3 again, see what we've got. Okay, so typical layout that we've seen in the seasons. We've got Season 3 starting in 6 days and 12 hours here for us on server 33. We've got the preseason, of course, executing during that time, and we've got Desert Blessing preseason. So let's go ahead and tap on Season 3, see what we've got here. I hope you found the video informative so far here on the pre-release information around Season 3 up on server 33. These videos definitely take a lot of time to make and a lot of time to edit. So with that said, today's video sponsor has made this video possible for all of you. Skycast will save you up to 35% on in-game purchases in all your favorite mobile games. Best of all, new customers get $10 free on them for their first purchase. It's as easy as clicking the link to their Discord in the description below of this video. Opening your ticket, letting you know what packages you want to purchase, and they'll guide you from there. With Sky Castle, there are no limits on what you can purchase, just limited by what the game offers. They're available 24/7, and they will deliver their services with security in mind. So go ahead, check them out, read up on how they work, read some of the testimonials, and see if they're a great fit for you. You can see our grouping. We are with 16, 17, 34, 36, 21, 30, and 32. So it's another collection of 8 servers, and for us at least, it looks like the typical servers that we find ourselves competing against. What I don't see here is like server 19, so they did break up the group of us 16 here. So this is our grouping. Let's check out the rules. So week 1, Dr. Noah has uncovered the Monument to the Dead, bringing the Doom Legions back to power. Our mission to defeat him leads us to the mysterious Golden Realm, where ancient powers have magical effects on our soldiers. So there is this spice here. So spices are produced over time in captured cities within the Golden Realm. The more spices your alliance owns at the season's end, the higher your ranking. So in Season 1 and Season 2, you can relate this to the same kind of concept. So in Season 1, it was all about capturing land, and that got you influence points. In Season 2, it was rare soil. So this spice is going to be much closer to the rare soil type of implementation that we saw in Season 2. If you haven't made it there yet, then you got to get through the initial storyline. See the Alliance Center. Alliance Center was created to tackle the desert's challenge. It provides vital bonuses and ensures smooth operations for commanders and their allies. The Desert Protector. So mystical powers of the Golden Realm allow some irresolute soldiers to convert into desert protectors after losing their lives in battle. With their unshakable will to protect, they march again to serve their commander. Once they march, desert protectors return to the desert and will not return to the commander's base. So if your troops die, there is some percentage that will get converted into desert protectors, as we read here, and they will go off and fight again, and once they're dead, they're gone, they go into the desert. So conversion, after a unit is killed, portion of units can be converted into desert protectors. They're going to help you. Using the special item, the protector horn, you can directly obtain the converted desert protectors. So we're going to have to get this protector horn. The protector skill, the number of desert protectors you own determines which protector skills are unlocked. More protectors means more powerful skill effects. So this is interesting. We're going to really have to see how this plays out. And then conversion help. Allies can help commanders instantly convert pending desert protectors. Yeah, first, each help action converts 1 protector. So this is going to be maybe the new troops. I don't think so. I still feel like there's maybe another level of troops here. We'll see. But definitely this Desert Protectors, that is going to come about when a unit of yours gets killed. And you'll have to increase the ability to produce more of these as we go forward. So we'll have to learn about that as we go into Season 3. The Sandworm Crisis. In the desert, sandworms pose a silent threat. Their vision is weak from years of underground, but they react strongly to sound. Frequent battles by Alliance members can draw their attention. Be prepared for an attack. Discover and defeat them, and local residents will reward you. So sandworms, right, are talking about the fact here that they can hear really well, they can't see. So I'm going to suspect that they're going to just pop up randomly based on either how many zombies or mummies or things, Doom Elite, that you are killing around the land, or maybe even come about when you attack a base. It would be super cool if this thing like just swallowed the whole base. I mean, that would be awesome. But let's see, we've got a small sandworm here. So juvenile sandworms encircle the commander's base near the noise source when drawn out. Encircled bases cannot dispatch troops temporarily, and you can escape using a teleport item, but the sandworms will flee. The rewards will be lost. So small sandworms are going to circle your base. You are not going to be able to dispatch any troops, your squads. You can teleport and they're gone, but you will lose whatever rewards. So presumably there's some way to kill these things. And the large sandworm and the adolescent sandworms will attack the commander's base that created the noise source. So we still don't know yet what the noises are that are going to attract these things. The attacked base will be knocked back. If the base is within the Alliance's center's range, it will interfere with the sandworm's path, protecting the base from attack. Okay, so that tells us a couple things. Basically, the Alliance Center way back up here looks like a new type of building that we will have to build, probably like the furnace. That's what I'm going to guess this is about. It's not the same as the Alliance Center in our base. I only think that because of the large sandworm description. Let's look at the giant sandworm. So adult sandworms, with their massive size, are immune to regular sounds. To capture them, you must use trap landmines. Okay, so there's probably a new skill for a trap landmine. Not really sure why it says they're immune to regular sounds. That sort of implies, well, they get attracted by sounds. You can scare them away with sounds. Don't know, we'll have to see about that, but clearly we have these trap landmines now, and that's probably going to be a skill for one of the professions, or both. And then the Desert Bazaar, so sandworms pose a danger to locals, but hold significant value. Defeating them rewards you with sandworm scales. So another new material. We've got spice that we need to collect to rank higher in the season. We've got scales, and these scales can be exchanged for valuable prizes from locals. So killing sandworms is going to give you a new type of resource that you can exchange with local desert villagers. Season resources and buildings. Let's see what we have here. So the season's special buildings will assist you and your allies in surviving the harsh desert conditions and mysterious forces. At the end of the season, resources will turn into professional XP and game season buildings will be dismantled. So that's just like Season 1 and Season 2. So in Season 2, for example, we had coal. So now we are going to have Sacred Water, Mithril. We will have a Curse Research Lab, Blessing Fountain, and Altar, and a Protector's Field. So let's take a look at these. So Sacred Water, this resource is for constructing seasonal buildings, helping commanders adapt to the harsh desert environment. Any unused Sacred Water will be converted to professional EXP at the end of the season, so use it wisely. So this is going to be just like our coal, titanium alloy, in Season 2. Mithril, this resource is for constructing seasonal buildings, helping commanders to adapt to harsh desert environment. And of course, anything unused will convert to XP at the end of the season. So we will need to have Sacred Water and Mithril in order to construct our seasonal buildings. Again, just like coal and titanium alloy. In terms of seasonal buildings, let's see what we have here. So the Curse Research Lab, a game season structure that grants curse resistance. Sounds a lot like virus resistance to me. Use Sacred Water to upgrade its level. Higher resistance helps commanders battle and better handle desert threats. The building will be dismantled. So this is kind of like the Virus Research Institute. It is like your furnace and your other buildings in Season 2, because the furnace gave you virus resistance again there, and the Virus Research Institute gave you virus resistance in Season 1. So this is going to give you resistance, or the ability to kill the beasts in Season 2. Season 3. Blessing Fountain, so a game season structure that improves Sacred Water production for your base. Upgrade it with Mithril to increase production. Speeding up seasonal building construction for a strategic advantage. Mithril we need in order to upgrade the Blessing Fountain. Mithril is basically coal from Season 2. Sacred Water is basically titanium alloy from Season 2. So we need to have Blessing Fountains, which are going to be very similar to the protein farms and the alloy factories in the previous 2 seasons that is going to produce Sacred Water. So you can start to relate all this to the other seasons. You can see gameplay is going to be very similar. Now we also have the Altar. So this is another game season structure that strengthens the base stats of Desert Protectors. Upgraded with the Sacred Water and Mithril to improve their levels. A higher Altar level boosts Desert Protectors' effectiveness against enemies. The building will be dismantled. So the Altar is kind of like the faction additional seasonal buildings that we had in Season 1 and 2. It's unclear right now if we get multiple of them or just one. Protector's Field. So the 4th game season structure that increases the maximum capacity for Desert Protectors, upgrade it with Sacred Water and Mithril, so we need both of the resources again, to improve its level. Having more Desert Protectors unlocks more powerful skill effects. The building will be dismantled. So now we can start to see how we can get more Desert Protectors. It's going to take a combination of the Altar and the Protector's Field, which are going to basically replace the faction center buildings we had in Season 1 and Season 2 here in favor of Desert Protectors. We're going to need the Sacred Water and Mithril to build them, and we will need the Curse Research Lab and the Blessing Fountain to support all of that. All right, so these are the new buildings here in Season 3. Now, build an oasis. So the sleeping desert holds hope. capture cities and transform the barren sands into lush greenery. So I'm wondering if the bazaars that you can trade the scales at, if they're going to be like the black market sitting outside of your base, or if it's going to be in a city. But either way, we need to, of course, capture cities and bring them back to life. All right, so this is the rules for week 1 of season 3. First look, we looked at this together. To sum it all up, we've got spice as a new resource here that we need to collect in order to advance higher in alliance ranking for the season. It is just like a rare soil, so no doubt it will come from, as it says here, captured cities. It gets produced by them, just like coal and rare soil was. So spice is going to be how you win the season. You need more of it. We've got an alliance center, which seems to be like the furnace. We've got desert protectors, which is a new type of troop, essentially, that we can build out to help us battle beasts and sandworms in season 3. Unclear if they will be able to help you with attacking other bases. Then we have our seasonal resources of Sacred Water and Mithril, and our 4 new buildings, the Curse Research Lab, Blessing, Fountain, Altar, and Protector's Field. Now let's tap back here. That is the rules. Let's look at the rewards. So they did change this in season 2, I think, for later servers, the ranges, but we have here alliance and faction related rewards. So it looks like the faction concept from season 2 is going to be back again, and that was kind of nice. I think that was better than season 1, where it was just a free-for-all and you really had to defend 24/7. So I think we're going to end up with something like a Rare Soil Wars again. We'll have clearly taking the 8 in your grouping broken up into 4 and 4, or maybe it's 8 and 8. Maybe the grouping really expands to 16. We'll see. This is going to unfold as we go forward. But we do have rewards here for faction members, and we can see that this is going to get announced after the season begins. So there's going to be 2 tiers here, at least, maybe subject to change. We know that they're going to change the season here for us on the early servers to what will eventually be released to later servers. Then let's look at Alliance. So we've got our top tier. I'll do a separate video diving deep into all this because there's a lot here. But we can see that we have different levels. We do not yet know what the range is, assuming of spice. So once that gets released, I'll do a deep dive video on the season rewards. Tap the info panel. Did we get anything else? Yes. So let's look at the instructions here. So across oceans, mountains, and through relentless desert storms, and an ancient and forgotten kingdom is quietly awakening. Okay. After his crushing defeat, Noah's hatched a new dark plan, leading the remnants of his Doom Legion. He has journeyed far to the Golden Realms, so we read some of that before. There is the Monument of the Dead. This artifact, once a symbol of imperial might, holds the power to awaken unstoppable protectors. All right, so we heard about that from the introduction. After the fall of the Golden Realm, the monument was sealed in the Great Pyramid, and his guardians fell into an eternal slumber in the sand. So Noah's unlocked the monument's secret. He's crowned himself, again, the new Golden Realm Emperor, and he has an army of protectors awakened, along with sandworms and mummies that are going to be running rampant. So he has now unleashed raging sandstorms that have consumed the realm. Scarlet, we know, went out and stole the monument, and so now we are going to be able to summon protectors to help us. Let's see, notes. So season buildings will disappear at the end of the season. We know that. Season resources will also disappear. Protectors will vanish. We need to prioritize learning season specializations within your profession. So again, just like season 2, this is a new piece of information here. So like in season 2 and 1, where you had that far right-hand side in your profession, the skills, that's going to show back up. And lone commanders are more vulnerable to sandworm attacks. So head to the Alliance Center for protection. So basically that Alliance Center, again, everything's pointing to that's going to be very similar to the Furnace. It is a safe haven from sandworms, so you should be within its protection area, just like the Furnace was. We'll see if they implement something around like attacking somebody's Alliance Center, if that holds your spice or something else, just like in Season 2 with the Furnace. Okay, so that is the Season 3 overview that's been released so far. Let's take a look at preseason real quickly. All right, so we're going to have a new desert map, so we can explore the season map. More cities and trade posts with challenges that await. So a total of 1,000 zombies on the world map have been killed in this war zone. So that was our first task to do here. And we can go ahead and collect, it looks like, a reward. Yep, so we got some stamina, a couple speed ups, and some diamonds. Okay. Let's tap the info panel real quick. So about this event in the preseason, a new task stage will unlock daily after the event begins. Completing the stage tasks allows you to claim rewards, just as we saw. If the stage task is not completed, the preview content will unlock automatically when the next stage starts, but you'll miss the rewards. And then during the event, you can complete tasks and claim rewards. Don't miss out. Alrighty, so it's going to be very similar to what we saw in Season 1, Season 2. As you kind of progress through, there's going to be different things we have to do, and this is going to be Warzone-wide, I'm going to assume. Ranking-wise, this is killing zombies across the Warzone. We have not done the build, the radar, the recruit, or train, so those are coming up. I have clearly killed nothing yet today, as I'm just getting started for the day. And the rankings are updated every 10 minutes. We can look at just our alliance. And we can see people are really just getting started. And let's go ahead and tab go, see what this brings us. Okay, just takes us to be able to kill zombies for that particular task. If I zoom out, nothing new with the map yet. This is what we had before from Season 2. So we expect this is going to change in probably about 6 days. Let's go back in there. So that is the preseason. I'll update you as we go through each of the next 6 days to see the daily tasks and progress through the preseason events to keep you updated as to what you can expect. Let's drop back and take a look at the Desert Blessing for the preseason. Looks like we have quite a bit here. So once the season starts, using these decorations and heroes will give you extra buffs. So this is going to be just like in Season 2. You had those bonuses for the reindeer, drone, skin, the Eternal Forest Castle, drone skin, base skin. This is going to be very similar. So should you have the Mikieboyblue, which unfortunately I do not, but that I love that base because of the kitty cat. That was super awesome. But should you have this base, it's going to boost your protector's field capacity by 500, a holding stock attribute. It's going to unlock some of the protector's base skills also just by holding it in stock, so you don't have to have it applied for those first two. And then when someone likes your base, they will receive a gift from the desert. Requires equipping this skin. So this is just like the buff from the Eternal Forest Castle there, base skin in Season 2. So if you have Melody, awesome for you. You are going to get a couple buffs. Let's tap this icon here. Yep, so it's just going to take you to your base skins. And unfortunately, this is one I do not have. I was lucky enough to have the Eternal Frost Castle. Sorry, I was saying Forest Castle. I think they changed the name at some point. The Eternal Frost Castle in Season 2. The Eternal Pyramid. So after building, the Desert Protector conversion rate increases by 3% and gain extra pyramid special effects. So you can go ahead and tap that. So what are we talking about here? This is the base decoration. So I do happen to have this, so I will be able to take advantage of this seasonal buff. So the Eternal Pyramid, once you have it, the Desert Protector conversion rate will increase by 3%. This is kind of like the, what was the other one? The Victory Torch in Season, where is it? Tower of Victory in Season 2 that gave you additional warmth. It's the same type of concept there that we're going to get from the Eternal Pyramid here in Season 3. And we'll see what the extra pyramid special effects are. Scarlet. So if you have Scarlet, which basically everybody should, but hopefully you've leveled her up. She is obviously not a UR hero, but given she's listed here, maybe she's the next one to get promoted. We'll see. But Scarlet will reduce damage taken from monsters by 5%, so that's just like Violet in Season 2. Marshall, who is a UR hero, he will have increased damage to monsters by 10%, so we're going to give Marshall something new to become useful. He's in my tank squad right now. He's a great support hero, by the way. Skylar, a very good aircraft hero, will also get increased damage to monsters by 10%. And McGregor, also again legendary like Skylar and Marshall, will have an increase of 10% of damage to monsters. So basically, this is good. What I'm seeing here is free to play. You have Scarlet, and you've definitely got Scarlet at 5 stars, I would assume, by this point in time. Scarlet is a pretty powerful hero, so you might use her in your squad. This is going to be good for the free-to-play folks. A lot of people are going to have Marshall since tanks are pushed heavily. The low spenders are going to have them by this point. Honestly, free-to-play will probably have most legendary UR heroes anyways through the Wish Hero or the Tavern. But Marshall given tanks are still very prevalent, is going to help a lot of the low spenders as well compete in the season. Then you get to the low to medium spenders, right? You've been building out your aircraft, you've been building out your missile if you're a high spender, so those additional tiered spender categories of players are also going to get some benefits. And of course, right, in my case, I have 4 squads, Scarlet's in 1, Marshall's in 1, Skylar's in 1, and McGregor is in the 4th, and so all of my squads will be able to benefit from this 10%. If you are a low, medium type spender, you are probably going to have all of your squads get this extra 10%, or 5% in the case of Scarlet. All right, so this is what we will expect from preseason type of buffs, if we will, much like in Season 2. You can tap the info panel here, as I always encourage you to do. So the event serves as a preseason display, and all the buffs will activate when the season starts. Makes sense, right? So it's just letting us see things. Using event skins, decorations, and heroes during the season will give us the buffs that we see there. Base skins will have special effects. Decorations must be built, so you can't just have it. You have to build it, which I don't know why you would hold on to it. And then all event buffs will clear at the end of the season. So very similar to Season 2 so far, and what we see here with Season 3. I'll be sure to keep the channel updated as things progress through. I don't yet know how long the season will be, probably 8 weeks like Season 1 and Season 2, and it looks like we have some concept of factions that will develop here. I'll do a specific video on the season rewards once they start to announce the different tiers here. We'll cover all of this, but looks very similar to prior seasons nonetheless. Particular skin, you get your season medals, and some other items as well. So look forward to that in the next week here or so. Smash that like button, subscribe, drop me a comment. I hope you found this video informative. I know it's long, but it is going to cover everything that we know of for Season 3 so far. Take care, everybody. Happy New Year. Be safe. Spend time with friends and family.